Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's reading. We are doing one of our collective readings channeled every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be sure to tune in on those times and days, as there is a really powerful energy that we co-create here in these readings together, especially for those of you who get the opportunity to tune in during the live premieres of the reading. There is a live chat feature, a community feature, where a lot of powerful energy is being shared by all of you. So thank you to all of you who are tuned in for the live today. I appreciate each and every one of you here, even those of you who are tuned in after the live premiere, because of course, time, space, and distance do not exist at the level of energy. So whenever you're tuned into this reading, rest assured that your personal, unique frequency is actually co-creating all of the messages. So if you would like to contribute your energy in a stronger way, I always recommend liking the video and subscribing to the channel, as these are forms of energy transfer that allow me to better pick up on your energy and channel more specifically for you. Okay, so right away, I've been pulling a few cards, beginning to tap into the energies as we've been talking here. And I have the card all tied up. And I'm picking up on a divine feminine who has felt as though her romantic life specifically has almost been in a kind of holding pattern. Now, do keep in mind, I do channel many different people, connections, and situations throughout these readings. So always only take what resonates with you and feels aligned with you. But for this particular divine feminine, you've felt in this kind of holding pattern, almost as though I'm hearing from a spiritual level, you're being preserved or reserved for something that is really magical and beautiful in love. But very often, and I spoke on this in an Instagram post recently as well. You can follow me there at Magnetize Yourself. But in the post, I shared about how very often when we are being preserved for something truly magnificent in a certain area of our life, we will actually ironically feel stuck in that exact same area. But it's not that we're stuck, it's that there is something really magnificent and aligned with us in the works. So our higher self and our spirit guides essentially won't allow us to lock ourselves into a lower vibrational timeline. And therefore, we will actually feel as though we're struggling to manifest in that particular area, when really there is something amazing coming. And for you, Divine Feminine, that's what I'm picking up specifically in your romantic life at this time. So whether you are in a relationship or not, I'm getting that, again, there's just been this feeling of being stuck, being in a rut, or being in some kind of a holding pattern. There's also been a pervasive sense of loneliness, and maybe for a while, part of you was fighting this with the community reversed card and the hostilities card. So I'm getting that, in a sense, you've been fighting with your own mind. It's like the soul has been fighting the mind here, particularly when it comes to love, because your conscious human mind has been saying, possibly over the last several months or even years for some of you, I shouldn't be in this stuck place. Things should be moving forward. Why aren't things moving forward? Those are the kinds of thoughts that might be streaming from your mind. And yet, your soul has been holding this very steady knowing beneath the surface that something truly beautiful is aligning for you. And I'm hearing, I'll know it when I see it. You have this sense, and you're correct in this, that your intuition is going to make it clear and obvious to you when it is time for you to move forward in a particular direction or take some kind of action. Your guides are asking you to trust in your ability to hear and follow your own intuition. And because you've had the courage to be in that place, to fully surrender into what may actually appear to others or be labeled by others as stuck, you are now going to be powerfully rewarded by a really beautiful opening that's going to be happening in love with door to romance in the upright position. Now, we are all on slightly different waves and timelines. So for some of you listening, you may already be beginning to experience this opening in love. For others of you, this may be something in the works here. But I'm getting that whatever this is, it holds an incredibly high vibrational frequency. This is a very unconditionally loving connection that is either aligning for you. If this is someone from your past, it might be the harmonization of a past connection. For others of you, this will be something entirely new. And I'm actually getting that even if you haven't yet fully seen the physical evidence of this, you are beginning to almost catch a whiff of the excitement of it. In fact, recently, there may have been times where you found yourself feeling a bit restless or excited out of nowhere. Know that this is this very powerful love union that's actually pulling on your energy. You are picking up on this timeline that you are aligning with in love in a very real and empathic kind of way. Now, speaking of things you're picking up on empathically, part of the reason you might be feeling this like strange excitement or this even seeing flashes of this coming together in love while you are sleeping in your dream state or in meditation, part of this is because there is very much a divine masculine connected to you, a masculine energy. This feels to be the person that you are aligning with in love. Now, for some of you, this may be a twin flame. For others of you, this could be a very high level soulmate. But this feels like a connection that is not only very healed and balanced, but one that your human self, your physical self, is going to feel extremely drawn towards when it comes in. And again, for some of you, this may already be entering your life in some way. This particular masculine has let go of something from their past that had a hold on them. With woman holding a heart in the reverse position, I'm getting that in the past there may have been some kind of obstacle that prevented the two of you from coming together. This feels like something that's been in the works spiritually for a long time. Like your spirit guides and this masculine's spirit guides have been working in close collaboration to bring the two of you together. But it does feel like this connection has either been dormant for a while. So if this is someone from your past, there may have not been much communication or interaction for a period of time. For others of you, this could be dormant in the sense that this may have been someone that you hadn't yet consciously met or interacted with. And I'm getting that if that is the case, there's a reason for that. I'm hearing they weren't ready to consciously interact with you. So I'm picking up that for many of you, this person has recently entered or re-entered your consciousness in a very dramatic way. And this is no coincidence. The reason that this masculine is re-entering your consciousness, or if you haven't met them, entering your consciousness for the first time, is because they have released some kind of blockage to unconditional love that has raised their vibration to a point where they are now cracking that door open in a sense and able to let in more interaction or connection with you. Whereas again, in the past, it feels like this was being blocked in some way. Now, for some of you, this could be a very specific person that you are aware of in a particular way. So you might know the name, the identity of this person who's entered your consciousness. Again, it could be someone you are familiar with, someone from your past. For others of you, this could just be a vague sense in love of this excitement, almost like I feel like something powerful is about to enter my life. Almost like a psychic premonition, like you are sensing that something really beautiful and powerful is aligning for you in love, because it is. And because you are about to either meet or, for some of you, reconnect with this particular person. Now, I'm seeing that this thing they've released, this feels like this could be a karmic feminine that this divine masculine has let go of from their past, but this also could be some kind of blockage within themselves, a limiting belief. Maybe they've been beginning to explore spiritual concepts or materials, really beginning to open their mind spiritually. Something has happened within this masculine to raise their vibration to the level where they have come online, as we say. And when I say come online, I mean there's been this dormant connection between the two of you, but of course still pervasive. It still has existed in the energetic realm, in the quantum realm. I just saw the number 222, a really beautiful number of alignment. So wow, there's just so much energy coming through here. I know my speech has been picking up in speed, and this is because the cards are really starting to fly out, and this person is just raising their vibration very, very quickly, opening their mind very fast. And that is why this dormant connection between the two of you is coming back online, or coming online for the first time in this lifetime, if this is someone that you haven't met yet, because they are beginning to connect with their spiritual self, and this is connecting them with their intuition, and their intuition is leading them towards you, divine feminine. That's why there's going to be some kind of breakthrough here with the victory card that I'm seeing as a physical manifestation. I'm hearing that you're not going crazy, because for a divine feminine, you might actually feel as though you are losing your mind, because I'm picking up on a specific feminine who is either suddenly thinking a lot about this person, dreaming of them, seeing them in meditation, like feeling this connection. And you might be very silent about this. You might not be speaking about this to anyone in your life because you're feeling like you would look absolutely crazy. But I'm hearing your guides say you're not crazy. You are highly intuitive. And right now, what you're picking up on is this masculine going through a very fast-moving spiritual awakening process that is connecting them with their intuition. And it's almost like they're being led through the dark, kind of like blindly being guided towards you. And I see that ultimately leading to some kind of breakthrough on the surface, whether this is a form of communication, interaction, etc. Something that confirms everything you've been feeling hasn't just been whimsical or fantasy, but actually a very real indicator of some growth and evolution that's been taking place in this divine masculine. So if this is resonating so far, in the extended version of the reading, I will be channeling more details specifically about what this breakthrough in the physical world could look like, how this masculine could potentially show you, Divine Feminine, that sign that, again, you're not going crazy, that you've been sensing these changes happening within them. So if you are feeling guided to the extended version of the reading on Patreon, you can check it out by following the link in the pinned comment or description box underneath the video. So what else can I channel for the beautiful souls tuned into the reading today? Wow, we have the card, You're Ready. So I feel almost the sense that both you and this particular masculine have been going through some kind of a spiritual training that your guides are calling a preparation phase. This may have been happening. Well, the process itself was very conscious for you, Divine Feminine, but when I say it may have been happening unconsciously, I mean you may have not been fully aware of what you were preparing for. So you were aware that you were being spiritually separated. Maybe you had been in an isolation from others. Maybe certain romantic situations from your past had just been suddenly cut out. I'm hearing everything in your life has essentially put you on this path, preparing you for what is now entering your life in love specifically. But I'm getting that for many of you Divine Feminines, this may not just apply in a romantic sense, but in other areas of your life as well. If you've been considering taking some kind of leap of faith in a powerful, positive new direction for you, know that those inspired ideas you've been receiving have been coming from a higher place. Essentially, you are glimpsing into a higher timeline that is available and now accessible to you. This feels like if it applies to work, finances, or life purpose, this idea that's come to you or something new that's going to be pulling you may have been something that you weren't ready for in the past, that you had to go through a spiritual preparation phase in order to receive. And if that is the case, you may have some lingering doubts within you. There may be a part of you feeling as though, what if this doesn't work out? Maybe it's something you even did attempt or try in the past, and in the past it didn't pan out the way that you desired it to. Well, I feel your guide saying, if that is the case, know that your energy has entirely shifted. So things that you did in the past that may have not worked out, if you feel re-inspired to them, take that as a sign, because you are in a new place energetically, and therefore the results that you see from certain ideas or pathways are going to be entirely different, because they are going to be aligned to this new higher vibrational version of you that you are now steadily holding by steadily holding this higher level frequency within you. So pay attention even to ideas that come back around from the past, because everything you touch, everything you do or approach, you are doing and approaching from an entirely new energetic vantage point. And because of that, what results you see from those things will be entirely transformed as well. We also have the cards Portal and Lifting the Veil. These cards say doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. And Lifting the Veil says questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. I feel like there has been this process of burning away, so to speak, in your life, Divine Feminine. During this process, you have been forced to surrender and release many things in your life that were not in alignment with this higher timeline that's been calling you. Many of these things you may have actually not wanted to release from a physical human perspective. You may have grieved the loss of certain things in your life, even certain past versions of yourself that you had to outgrow. But know that it's all been burned away for the purpose of preparing you for what is now opening up as this powerful portal. I'm getting this portal could look differently depending on you and your situation. For many of you, this is that brand new love opportunity that is harmonizing. I say brand new, even if this is someone from your past, because the energy around this situation is just entirely different and fresh. So let's get more information about this portal that is opening for you, Divine Feminine. It's that breakthrough, that we spoke of, that breakthrough from something that you've been sensing, imagining, envisioning to a full-blown physical manifested reality. I spoke on this in love, how there was going to be some kind of breakthrough with this particular masculine that would confirm what your intuition has been sensing. But I'm feeling this may connect with other areas of your life as well. The breakthroughs are not limited just to romance. Although we do have Door to Romance upright, this card has come out 3 times in the readings so far, showing that yes, many of the doors that are opening for you, Divine Feminine, are going to be opening in love. With financial constraints and also the throat chakra in the upright position and journey in the upright position, there's something about limiting beliefs coming to the surface, you receiving some kind of truth from someone possibly about a way that they have felt trapped, limited, or restricted. This also may involve travel. This person may want to travel to come see you or want you to travel, or you might be inspired to travel somewhere. Someone here is seeking out your very high vibrational energy, your unconditionally loving energy. This could be a platonic or a romantic situation. This even could be the masculine that we've spoke on recently, but I feel as though someone here is coming forward with some powerful truth, and they're coming up in this reading, Divine Feminine, because they are very much in your field at this time. This could be a twin flame or a very high vibrational soulmate, because I do have the Magician and the Mirror card in the upright position. This does tend to be one of my 2 twin flame cards in the deck, although this doesn't necessarily have to be a twin flame situation. I do feel as though someone has felt very limited or very restricted, specifically when it comes to coming towards you or moving a connection with you forward. And they are now wanting to communicate some kind of truth about that. With the Journey card, if there isn't travel involved here or potential travel where this person wants to come see you or vice versa, this actually could simply mean that there's been some kind of distance, specifically a geographical distance between the 2 of you for whoever I am speaking to here. This person has, with man holding a coin reversed, been in somewhat of a low vibrational state, an unawakened state, but they're having a breakthrough here. Again, this could be the same masculine I spoke about earlier, but I feel for many of you, this is actually someone different. This person has been thinking about you, particularly late at night, and it's been keeping them awake. I feel as though this is someone that you consciously know. This is most likely someone from your past that you've interacted with before. So if that other masculine is someone entirely new for you, I feel like this could be a different person. Can I get more information on what this masculine is staying up late thinking about? Some situation they messed up, or they feel from a human perspective they are judging themselves as having messed up. Those are their words. When it comes to how they've handled you, Divine Feminine, I'm getting that this masculine actually tried to handle you as they have handled other karmic feminine energies in their life. And these tactics, they expected to reel you in. For some reason, I heard seduction tactics. So they may have tried to play games with you or tried to reel you in and then kind of pulled away so that you'd be more interested. But the thing is, they were disrespecting your divinity, your divine nature, and you are so healed. You don't actually have those wounded karmic feminine patterns in your aura. So there was nothing for those techniques to latch onto, and it actually backfired for this particular masculine. They're realizing, I'm hearing they treated you the same as they've treated other feminines in their life, but those tactics that worked so well on others actually just may have caused you to push this person away or to separate yourself from them. I feel like it may have even caused you to lose interest in them because you are not attracted to karmic patterns and the wounded kind of patterning that was playing into how this masculine was trying to get your attention or get you more interested in them. I'm hearing that the way you reacted to this was just with disappointment. You were disappointed because you can see this masculine for their true self, and you could also see that they were not aligning with that true version of themselves. But I do see that they have really had this moment of coming to the light within themselves. They've realized some of their own toxic patterns, and I see them wanting to come forward with a powerful energy of truth and express that they want to take care of you, is what I'm getting here with the Caring Connections card upright, that they want another chance to show you the love, care, and support that you really deserve. Now, of course, it will be up to you how you respond to this particular masculine. You may have lost interest in this person or the progression of this situation, but in the extended version of the reading on Patreon, we will be diving deeper into how this masculine will be approaching you with the energy of truth, how this situation between you could possibly pan out moving forward into the future. But I feel a few major messages coming through specifically from your spirit guides at the close of this reading, Divine Feminine. The first message is continue protecting your peace and protecting your energy. There are many people trying to get into your field, trying to connect with you, either platonically, romantically, in business at this time. But I'm getting that the number one priority for you at this time is to be asking yourself what you truly desire out of your life, because I'm hearing that your pure heart and soul desires for your life aren't just fantasies. They are actually visions and glimpses into the highest vibrational timeline that is already available and now accessible to you. And I'm also picking up that the visions that come from your heart are actually aligned with the highest good of all and the highest good of the collective. So don't allow outdated, wounded programming to convince you that you are being selfish in really allowing yourself to pursue your own goals, to fulfill your own needs and desires in life, because know that your guides are letting you know that your pure heart desires, your visions for yourself are actually benefiting the collective, because they are raising the collective vibration through you raising and maintaining your own higher vibrational state of being. And that is actually the most beautiful and profound gift you have to give to anyone or to the collective generally. It is your own energy, your frequency, your vibration expressed in the being of who you are, who you desire to show up as in the physical world. We also have the yin yang card in the reverse position. So you may be someone who has been on a twin flame path. There may have been a period of separation with a twin flame in your life or with a very high level soulmate. This may have really pushed you to actually go within and build your confidence from the inside and rebalance yourself. I'm hearing that some kind of separation spiritually, although it caused you a lot of temporary grief, has actually leveled you up spiritually and energetically. And that is exactly why now you are so prepared to step through this portal that is opening for you and embrace the new opportunities coming your way. I see you in a very positive, beautiful, magnetic state of being with the Victory card. Expect breakthroughs, big breakthroughs showing up in your life, giving you evidence of the inner work that you've been doing specifically over the last year. So in the extended version of the reading, I will be channeling more messages from your spirit guides and higher self, divine feminine, and of course, any other messages that want to come through the reading. So if you do feel guided to explore the extended version of the reading on Patreon, the link to it is in the pinned comment and description box under the video. But for now, I am going to be closing this first reading here on YouTube with one final Rumi Oracle card. So what is one final card to close out the reading today? This card is the Dissolving Light. So I'm just going to be reading a little bit from the guidebook. Dare to take my hand and become set alight with holy fire, my cherished one. Step forward with me. Let us burn together, dissembled in the light that cannot be extinguished. This is the light that burns with such incandescent truth that no falsehood can withstand its audacious vibrancy. Come with me now to the light. Together we shall melt into truth. There is a light so intense, so powerful that nothing other than itself, its own truth, can exist in its presence. It is the sacred seed, the star of your being lit up from within. It is the light that never goes out. It is the light that is so powerful, it is beyond duality of light and dark, cannot ever be extinguished or diminished, and quite simply beyond all logic, just is. Though you seek the divine and even know it as love, you also know that it is fierce, wild, inexplicable, and demanding beyond all measure. It wants you completely, utterly, without condition. So the great lover, the divine, calls for you to enter into the white-hot field of its passionate presence. Here is your guidance, sweet lover of the great beloved. Give it up. The smallness, the conditions, the fears and doubts, the lack of reverence for yourself and life, the belief that somehow things are not okay or aren't going to work out. You are coming into a truth that is now far more worthy of you. A truth with a capital T, the big truth, love, trust, surrender. This is about a sacred shedding without fear or holding back. Cast aside whatever would hold you back rather than free you to fly into your divine destiny. You are not to be the same from this moment on. So that feels like a perfect place to close the reading. Again, if you do feel guided to the extended reading, the link to that is under the video. Otherwise, I am sending you all so much love, wishing you a beautiful beginning to your week, and I will connect with you here again in Wednesday's reading.